Hey guys, I just wanted to pop on and do a quick little video snippet of some molds. I'm filling some molds, so I figured I would jump on and show you what I'm working on. This will be short and sweet. So we have the wine glass, and what I did, I went ahead and I poured a layer of my Puzzle Perfect 25 casting epoxy in, and I didn't fill it all the way, just about halfway. And then what I did is, after that cured, I took some chili pepper, alcohol ink, and a silicone rubber brush, and I dabbed some on a plastic lid, and I painted a little area of ink. So I just put it on one of these disposable plastic lids. I use these a lot, but I just painted a little area where I wanted the wine to be. And then what we'll do is we will do a clear coat over this. The hands I painted in a very bright, pretty gold, and we will just add some of this gold to the epoxy and to fill that. And then I'm working on a pyramid, so I need to do the next layer in that. But this color right here, it was a sample. How fun is that? Like, it's almost, can you see it, how it's almost marbled? It's really cool. It's really fun. So we are going to just work on this real quick. And I thought I would jump on and just do a quick little video of things I'm going to do. This is going to be a cute little keychain. My mom was asking for this, so I thought I would kick on and go ahead and make that. I like to use these lids if I'm not using a lot of epoxy, but knowing I've got to do a couple different colors, I have this little bowl trinket. I don't know if you guys know, but this is on Puzzle Tumblers, but I have this bowl mold, and I use the inside of it all the time because it's like the perfect little dish. I need to get some more of those silicone little measuring cup bowls because they're absolutely perfect. So I'm just taking some tape and removing any glitter. I should have been prepared because, you know, we have about 25-minute work time with this epoxy. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour my glass, just because I know that has to be clear. So I'm just going to drizzle on just like this. And I did it this way because I don't know. I haven't done one yet, but I feel like it's going to make it look like it's actually in the glass. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll post the finished product on the page. I'm just going to finish filling this. We'll remove bubbles in a second. Okay, so that part is finished. And so I went out and I bought a little spray bottle to try using for inks or for bubbles. So I don't know if you can see all those bubbles just popping, but it's crazy. I love the tip for using alcohol. So we're just gonna set that aside and let that keep popping. I'll come back and spray it again. So now I'm not going to use very much, and this is the color I'm going to be putting in next. So I'm going to throw a little bit of epoxy in this bowl. It won't take much. And I'm terrible with measuring, like, I am so bad, but one day I'm just going to sit and I am going to measure everything that needs to be measured. So what I find with this is when I pour it in, your bigger glitter, your thicker glitter will settle a little bit, So I like to stay by it, and this is what's nice about the 25 epoxy. So I like to stay by it, and I will stir it a few more times before it's completely set. Or what you can do is you can wait till it thickens a little bit more and then pour it into the mold. Either one works. So I'm just going to do it so I get it out of the way. I don't have my handy dandy little spoon with me. That would have made this easier. So what I'll do is I'll just set this to the side, and when I'm finished with the hands, then I'll come back and I'll just do a stir like that to make sure that everything is not floating and settling to the bottom. I can't wait to demold this. I'm so excited about demolding that one. So, and then the hands, and I have no idea how much the hands take. Let's see. So there's about, I've got 20 milliliters in here. So we're gonna see how much it's gonna take. So we're gonna pull this open. I'm just going to, it's not gonna take too much, but my goodness, these are so full. Okay. I'm just doing 3 little hefty scoops, and that'll be plenty. This is so full. Okay, so then I'm just going to mix. It seriously looks like liquid gold, you guys. It's crazy. Can you see the shine? It's crazy. So, I'm going to be doing a few more bigger molds next week. So, you'll have to stay tuned. I have some cool ideas for that coming up. So, check that out. It's just a really rich, and can you see all the little pieces coming up? It's really cool. So, anyway, I'm not adding glitter to this because I don't want glitter. So, that's why I did it in gold. And all I did was I took the gold mica and I brushed it on there. I did not do anything fancy. I just took a bigger brush and I just brushed and brushed and brushed, and I made sure I got all the sides done. So I'm just going to pour just a little bit in right now, and I'm just going to kind of move it and push them into the edges like that, because we want to. And as you can tell, this epoxy is already setting up a little bit. Doesn't take long, guys. I always try to have my whole area cleaned up and ready. I'm just kind of dabbing. I'm just kind of pushing in on here and making sure there's no bubbles. And then I'll go around this and just push it into there, because you don't want to have a hole, especially where the keychain part goes. And then after I get all the little grooves like that, I'll go ahead and pour now. You want to make sure you fill it complete so it doesn't divot. Now, you can make it divot if you wanted to add words and then put a clear coat over it. You could totally do that too. I have plenty, so let me see how much I have left. So I have about 10. So this takes about 10 cc or 10 milliliters, cc, same thing, of epoxy. So I don't know, can you see that? How cool is that? Look. So I'm going to kind of just tap, and then I'm going to do another spray and let let more of those bubbles come up. Now remember, if you're spraying, don't use heat. I personally have used heat and I haven't ruined a mold yet, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. So what I suggest is to just do the alcohol because it's working awesome, and you can. This is the heart mold, and since I have some left, I'm going to go ahead and hopefully this isn't set up too much, but we're going to try it and see. I'm just going to brush, do a quick brush of color and show you how I do that. So I'm just going to tap some mica on there. And I'm just going to push it around. That's all I'm doing, just pushing it into the grooves and get all the edges. Now, most of the time I would like go really slow and I would take my time and make sure everything's done. But I'm using the 25 epoxy, and if you have used it, you know how fast it sets up. So, and I don't want it to be too thick in here. So I'm just hitting it upside down, guys, to get any loose mica out. And I'm just, there is a teeny tiny hole in this, not hole, I'm sorry, but a little spot, and I'm so afraid that a bubble is going to get in that. So I'm just going to take a little bit and push it down in there. Just like that. Any small areas, try to do that. Just like that. Okay, and now I'm just gonna pour the rest. And I had 10, so we'll see how much I have left or if this fills it. I'm not too sure if it's going to or not. Guess we're gonna find out. So it almost filled it. It will settle a little bit, so it might cave in just a little bit, but I would say 11 milliliters, maybe 12. So what I like to do with certain molds when it's like this and they have all these spots, so I like to just open a little bit and just kind of separate it for the epoxy to fall down into there. Then we're gonna take this and we're just gonna kind of check it out. I'm just kind of swirling this around a little bit to give a different effect. You want to make sure you're going around the edges. Just like that. And I really kind of like the way the heart is looking right now, so I'm just going to leave it. And this is pretty much almost set up. I mean, it's really warm, so I'm not going to be able to do any more. But anyway, I will take these out later tonight and post a picture on the page. If you guys do any of these, show me what you've done. I'm definitely interested to see. I've got a bubble I'm gonna pull up here. So anyway, you guys have an awesome day and weekend, and I will talk to you soon.